The following story is based off true events. Stay until the end to see the real story. I used to think the baby monitor was a kind of safety net, a way to hear her breathing, to feel like I was always close. But after what happened, I can't even look at one without feeling sick. It was just a normal night. I had just gotten her to sleep, and that's when it started. The cat wouldn't settle. He kept pacing, like he was trying to warn me. Hey, cut it out, Mr. Whiskers. I just fed you. I don't know what's gotten into that cat. That was when it started. The baby monitor started producing static, and the image appeared distorted. What's wrong with this thing now? I just changed the batteries. While the screen flickered and crackled, I never thought it would soon reveal something so terrifying. Great, she's still asleep. But, wait, what is that? Someone's in her room. There was an intruder in my house, and my baby was in danger. No, my baby! I dropped the baby monitor and ran to the baby's room. The loud shatter scared the cat and he bolted in the other room. The only thing on my mind was to save my baby. But when I reached her room, it was strange. There was nothing. I knew I wasn't losing my mind. I assumed it was just interference or a weak connection, so I went back to watching my show, only to realize later that I had actually broken the baby monitor. Oh no! I hope I didn't break it. It works! Screen's a little cracked and the static is annoying, but it works. Now, back to my show. Now the power. I can't get a break tonight. So much for peace and quiet. The moment that changed my life and haunts me until this day, I walked into her room thinking everything would be fine. Maybe she was wet or hungry, but what I saw was a masked man standing over her crib. He didn't move or say anything, he just stared and continued to breathe heavy. I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Get away from my baby!" But he still didn't move. I knew I needed to think fast. My body moved on its own. I grabbed the lamp and hurled it at his head. It hit him. He cried out in pain and he fell to the floor, clutching his head in agony. It gave me enough time to grab my baby. I didn't even stop to grab my phone. I just sprinted out the front door across the neighbor's lawn. My heart was pounding. I banged on my neighbor's door until my hand went numb. When the red and blue lights finally washed over the lawn, I nearly collapsed. 2 officers stepped out, hands on their belts. They searched room by room. I watched from across the street, frozen, holding my baby. 10 long minutes passed before the officer came out again and told me it was safe to enter. He looked at his partner, then at me.
No one is in the house now. Nothing appears to be stolen, and there is no sign of forced entry. But...
Then he paused, glancing down at the broken shards from the bulb of the lamp.
You said you hit him with this lamp?
I nodded, confused. Yes, why?
But it's strange. There's no blood and no footprints in or out the room. The only thing we did find was your back door left wide open.
The police said there was no one there. There were no signs of forced entry, but the back door was open, and the lamp I threw, still in pieces, They chalked it up to stress. I know what I saw. Someone, or something, was in that room watching my baby. I don't sleep much now, and I never turn the monitor on, because sometimes, even with it off, I still see him. I don't know what he wanted that night, but I know he's out there, and he might return.
Look at some crime stories we're following today. A baby monitor at a home in Montana captures the frightening image of an intruder inside a child's room. Police in Billings say they found no trace of the intruder and no signs of forced entry, but a dog shock collar remote was missing, oddly. The family has since upgraded their security system for obvious reasons.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Sterling Short Stories on YouTube, but only if you dare.